Welcome to Fuse Logic TV. I'm your host, Rob Hislop. Our shows are coming to you from the White Mud Equine Center. We are here for the Alberta Council of Technology's event called Twilight in the Meadows. We'll be interviewing a number of people. Let's get started. As well, one of the people here tonight is Barbera Phillips. You're with Creative Attention Canada.
Yes.
First, let's talk about what Creative Attention Canada is, and then we'll get into why you're here.
We were formed by a nonprofit organization for the purpose of helping to develop leadership capacity in nonprofits and in businesses. And the way we do that is through advanced communication training and leadership coaching and leadership development.
Okay. Now, often when you think of the not-for-profit sector and that, there are people in it with strong leadership abilities because it's often people from different sectors of the community, I guess, that come together to do that. Could they be stronger, I guess?
There's a real leadership gap because many of the people who are leading nonprofit organizations are retiring in the next few years. Mm-hmm. They don't have new people coming in. And there's a new way really of relating to people, relating to staff, through a much more open kind of communication, more transparency, let's put it that way. We used to have the idea that leadership was like George Custer, you know, charging up the hill, follow me, right? Or
ask
charging
no
from the,
questions.
right. But actually leadership is inspiring people to bring out what they really have. What are their real abilities? And so it's a constantly updating field.
Okay, so now how do you end up at ABCtech's event?
Perry Kincaid.
Okay, well, so you know the organizer, yeah.
But actually, it's my first event, and I came here to see if there was any interest in this work that I and the team that I'm with have developed as a soft technology. I'm really curious. Could be recognized as a soft technology? I mean, they have hard technologies. They have computers, and they have software, and they have devices, and they have, you know, all these different things. And what I have is the glue that makes that all hold together. And so what I'm here for, and what I've really enjoyed talking with people about, is this ability to really transform how the organization runs and how honest people are willing to be with each other.
Well, it's interesting that you would follow the gentleman that we talked to a short time ago, who was a researcher at the University of Alberta, and he said that's one of the things that was key with joining this group, is meeting people who could get the word out about his research, because he found typical media just wasn't able to tell the story accurate enough or in enough detail so that physicians and patients and others would understand it. So he needed that communication strategy. And so I would suggest that perhaps there is a soft technology spot here for
Well,
you.
I think so. What we're teaching is not unknown elsewhere, but it's very rare. It's leadership from the inside out. So it's you getting over all your stuff so that you can be available to your staff. And we use a lot of well-known technologies, Leadership and Self-Deception, Theory U by Otto Scharmer, The Art of Waking People Up by Ken Cloke and Joan Goldsmith. We have a lot of different resources that we draw on that really get people down to the bedrock in themselves so they're willing to be honest and invite honesty in others.
Okay. Now, that's not the only reason why you're here. You're also here, you're talking about water.
Yes. Now, this is a different interview, right?
Well, it's not a different interview. It's part of the same interview, but we're shifting gears now.
Okay.
Yeah. So why would you come here, and what is your concern about water?
Okay. I am here to show people the results of a technology called water revitalization. And water revitalization is accomplished with a device that you put water, tap water, or any kind of potable water, or any kind of water in one end, and what comes out of it is highly vitalized, meaning that it supports and encourages rapid microbacterial activity, right? And gets rid of and discourages anaerobic bacteria and those which are harmful, funguses and things that cause odors and things like that. So this technology, called Grander technology, it has been around for the last 30 years. There are 300,000 installations of it worldwide, and many of them in industry. So it's used in cooling systems.
Okay.
In cooling systems where they had to change the water weekly or bi-weekly, and it was contaminated with bacteria and algae and rust and all that stuff, completely resolved with Grander technology. To where they can literally drink the water in the cooling system.
This is
in
after it goes through
industrial
the
plants.
process. Yeah.
Yeah, not even a process. It's a device.
Okay. So you're here trying to see if you can find interest in this water technology, which, as you admit, has been around for a long time. How was the response with the people that you had a chance to meet here at the ABCtech
I've
event?
had everyone from no interest at all to a little bit of interest to a really substantial amount of interest. And I've only met, maybe 8 to 10 people. And I've been here for a few hours. I mean, I really feel this has been immensely valuable. And
So where do you go from here then?
where I go from here is following up on those contacts, talking to people who have shown exceptional interest.
Okay. So you've got something on the one side, which is a technology that's proven and has been around a long time. Then you've got your soft technology that you were talking about, leadership skills. You walk away from this event. You're wondering about one area, probably pretty certain that you get some sort of response in the other. Do you think that this is a worthwhile thing for people to get involved with?
I really do. I think that this is a very special kind of opportunity to share what you're doing with other people who might be interested in that. I mean, we're all working in these very isolated silos almost. And to come to a place like this where you can share the ideas is huge, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
It is an interesting time because people seem more willing to share. In the past, you had your idea and often you kept it to yourself and you did what you could with it, but it seems like sharing is, I won't say a new mantra or anything like that, but it does seem to be the way society is moving when it comes to technology and advances.
Well, with the Grander water technology, which is what I was talking to you about, the water, its nature is sharing. Its nature is inclusion. Water is a marvelous metaphor for where we are in the 21st century. And maybe that's why I like it, because of the background that I have.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
We've been chatting with Barbara Phillips, who is with Creative Attention Canada. That's here on Fuse Logic TV.